Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2018 romantic drama A Star Is Born, a film that is directed by Bradley Cooper, stars Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, as well as Sam Elliott, Andrew Dice Clay and Dave Chappelle. Now, this is a film, I don't mind saying, that I had not really a lot of interest in watching when it first came out in 2018. I know a lot of people really like this film. It did very, very well and it got a lot of Oscar nominations and things like that. You know, it just isn't at the top of my priority list of films to watch, generally speaking. But I bought it recently for my wife as a gift because she had already seen it, but she wanted to watch it again with me. So I have watched it now. And this film is the timeless story that has been told many times previously on screen, usually to Oscar bait each time. It's always been a very, very successful story. And it focuses on an aging musician, Jack, played by Bradley Cooper, who is a very, very successful singer, songwriter, country and western singer, whatever you want to call him. And he, by chance, bumps into Lady Gaga's character Ali, who is singing in a club, and he's absolutely besotted with her talent immediately, and he invites her to come and watch him sing, invites her on stage. They start singing her songs, and they slowly fall in love. However, Bradley Cooper's character Jack is a very troubled guy. He's had a troubled upbringing. He's an alcoholic, he's a drug addict, and he's carrying a lot of baggage. And Ali, whose career as a result of this exposure being connected to Jack, her career is on the rise, just as his career is starting to go the other direction. And it's an almost inevitable tragic outcome by the end. Right, so what are my thoughts on this film A Star Is Born? Well, like I said, this is a film that I wasn't really that interested in watching. I'm really glad I have now, I will say that straight off the bat. I just thought there were many aspects of this film that were just remarkable. Number one, I thought Bradley Cooper. It's his first film he's ever directed, and what an incredible job he did directing this film. Amazing. How did he not? I don't believe he got Oscar nominated for the best director here, but it's a stunning debut. And even more bizarrely, how he didn't get nominated, because I don't think he did, for best actor here. Just his performance here blew me away. I've never seen him as good. His range in this film and the emotions that he shows of this deeply tragic character. I thought it was a sparkling performance and wonderful to watch. I really thought Bradley Cooper was amazing in front and behind the camera, and that's quite a rare thing if you're an actor director. Usually if you're doing one, the directing, sometimes your performance suffers. Not a bit of it here. He knew how to deliver this performance, and he really did. And I strongly applaud Bradley Cooper here, and Oscars should be ashamed for not giving him them. I'm not saying he should have won, but certainly nominations. And secondly, Lady Gaga, well, on par here with Bradley Cooper, and she did get Oscar nominated, I believe. A stunning performance by her as well of this character Ali. As you see her character, her arc in this film is remarkable. You see this character just blossom as the film goes on, as a result of Jack, but also as a result of her increasing confidence and her true talent rising to the surface. Brilliant, a beautiful performance by Lady Gaga. To say acting, is a number one talent, I suppose. She's obviously more known for her music, but incredible performance here. And I also thought Sam Elliott I'm a huge fan of Sam Elliott. If I ever do a top 10 list of my favourite actors, I'm fairly sure Sam Elliott would be in that list. I just think he's a remarkable actor. He's timeless and ageless, and he plays Bradley Cooper's brother in this film. And the scenes that they share together are wonderful. An acting masterclass from both of them whenever they shared the screen together, and some very, very emotional scenes as well that really, really choked me up. I thought he was incredible as well, and I didn't even recognise Andrew Dice Clay. He plays Lady Gaga's father in this film. I thought I knew him, but I couldn't believe it was him. What a roll of the dice, pardon the pun, to get Andrew Dice Clay in your film. It was an incredibly powerful film, this. Very, very moving, and a timeless story of love and tragedy. But on par with that was the music here. I'm not a fan of musicals, but this is not a musical. It's a bit like the Bohemian Rhapsody film. It's a drama with music in it, and it's created by Bradley Cooper. And who knew this guy was so talented as a singer? And I know he did a lot of prep for the singing and the learning to play the guitar for this film. Apparently he spent a year learning the guitar for this film, and it was Lady Gaga that convinced him to do the performances live, so he panicked a bit and went away to do even more vocal training. The music here is brilliant and very, very moving, and there's a couple of scenes where the hair on the back of your neck stands up when they're singing together, and you can't ask. I don't think you can ask for more than that in a film like this. So yeah, I'm delighted I've seen it. It is definitely one of the best films of that year. It would have probably made my top 10 list at that year easily if I would have watched it in 2018. But as it stands, I'm going to give it a very, very strong 9 out of 10. Timeless story, keeps getting told over and over again, different tweaks and twists to it each time, and I have to be honest, I haven't seen any of the others, but I'm quite interested in watching the Barbra Streisand Chris Christopherson version, because I suspect that's probably the one closest to this, but I don't know for sure. So yeah, that's my review for A Star Is Born. I'm sure a lot of you watching this have already seen that film, but if you haven't and you've been like me and you're a bit like I'm not really sure, give it a go. It's a beautifully well made film that is very, very moving, and I do highly recommend it. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you found it useful. I'll see you next time for more reviews on Screen Stars.